Hello, welcome back to our CSCI for 65 our SmartThings security. And for today's lab, we'll cover mainly about some like firmware. So we're looking for some vulnerability analysis. Okay, so we'll do some like scanning, analyzing, and investigate. Okay, so similar or like VR2 device. Okay, so far you may use some other tools, and mainly I will show you like we are going to use the ones the the tool using like the beam work and then the frame work, and mainly these two. Okay, for the rest I will tell you need to install it, and later even I post it kind of would be your last assignment, and then hopefully it's just an easy assignment, so it gives you sufficient time, so there's no more new assignments later. And then because I know you maybe need to prepare for your project, so almost like less than a month. Okay, so let you focus on the project. So I'm not going to give you new assignment. So this one will be the last one. So you can see the post. So there's a Word file, and this Word file will give you some more details. Of course, I'm not cover like most of them. So you feel free to install the KD Linux. Okay, and or of course, if you want to access your own server like Ubuntu Linux server, you're okay. And then you can test it. And also you need to use the Wireshark to test the monitor the network. So mainly like first step, you may need to install the Nmap to scan like some port. So I give you some analysis, like if you have your Raspberry Pi connected, okay, then you can use it to scan it. Okay, and then the next part we need to install the Metasploiter, so you can use it to test some password. Okay, and also if you are interested, you can test with any maybe your home routers or any devices if you have at home, like if they require password. So just like show me you just doing them step. So because as a last assignment, I'm not requesting, okay, you have to say really complicated, but you showing me the steps like you try to do. Okay, and also monitor the traffic using the Wireshark, and kind of like so far we're okay. And also we can like launch the simulate the DOS. So if you have no idea, then you can search it and Google it and look for it. So kind of like for studying, okay, prepare for it. Okay, penetrating. So you can download it and try. Okay, so as an assignment, then I just let you to try. And for today's, we are mainly focused on just like telling you our focus on the bit, the beam work, and then the framework. So this one is scanning. So you can just like Google search the Nmap and download, install it on your local machine, Linux, wherever. So pretty easy, straightforward to download it. Okay, so you can use this command line to discover the network device and searching the port. Okay, and host. Okay, so pretty straightforward. So I just like let you know you need to do this part. And then for the rest, mainly we will focus on like the beam worker. So just like telling you for the network right here, so you can and then like searching port, and then maybe your device IP. So if you want to test with your Raspberry Pi, okay, so after you connect to your internet, and then you can try to get the IP address and try to scan it. Okay, so it's a part of it. And use the Wireshark to scan to do the traffic inspection. So this part will be the same to capture it. So maybe you can see what kind of apps or browser interface or some like common protocol if you remember the MQTT. So that's one we try to set. Okay, so if you have it. And here we're going to do like main focus on doing demonstration is the firmware analysis. Okay, so we need to use the big walk to extract the firmware. And then the next step, we are going to navigate the extract the file system. So we use the framework to find some like weak spot. Okay, so will be the two main part we're going to do. And then we maybe try to looking for some like possible like password, SSL certificate, or some default configuration, or any like debug or backdoor accounts that we try to looking for it. Okay, and of course, like before we start, we need to install everything. So you can find it. So the first one is under the KDE Linux, or if you install it, or if you didn't install, you can install it by yourself. So it's called it's for the binary. So it's a binary worker. So binary work. So you can use the sudo apt like install it. It takes some time. So because like on my server side, I already okay, I have so many things right here. So let me clean it. Okay. And I already installed it. So if you want to see, so I have main worker. Okay, I have H, and then after you install it successfully, and you will see all when you like press like dash H will be the help. So it show all the possible um options you can use. The one we're going to use is the extract. So we will be passing the dash E like to extract the files. Okay, and if you're looking for something else may help you, then you can like search for right here for output others. So you may use it, but the one we mainly using is the E for extraction. Okay, and then passing the file. Okay, so that's what we need to do, and it will output. And as an alternative, actually there's another one we can use, but I'm just showing you right here. We have the installation for the Vim worker. You have different way to install it. Maybe you can using the way. Okay, let's say compile from the source. Okay, or like sometimes like we can say it right here. So if you follow like maybe you have a curve, and then you need to set the environment like for the what's the compiler, and after that then you can clone it. Okay, beam walker. Okay, beam walk. So here. So either way will be fine. So depends on which way do you prefer. And after you install it, then you need to install the dependency. Okay, but you also, of course, you need to install it. And then later, after you install everything, then you can use it. Okay, and also just like follow all the steps. So it's pretty straightforward. Another way you can install the using the Docker image. So you can follow the instruction and set up the Docker. So kind of like pretty easy to install it. So because I already it takes some time like to install it the Beamwork. Okay, so after you install it and then you see the menu like passing the help. Okay, yeah, so that means like you're able to get it. Okay, and another one is like the framework. So there's a for framework. If you search, actually actually there's a two. Okay, so if I search it, the framework from the Git. So one is come with the framework sh. Okay, so it give you an example, and also it give you a download file. But if you download this one, it's like saved from on OneDrive. So you need to download it and upload it. Okay, so this one is the router. Okay, so as router AC66. Okay, so here's the root file. You can download this one because they already provide to you, and if you use this one, also you can easily search for the password. So I recommend you can looking for it and compare with the latest one. I also like recommend you like to download let's say you can find any firmware. Okay, online. Let's say I want to look at the TP-Link, so I just go to TP-Link and just pick any router. Okay, let's say I choose the one I think is pretty popular. If you most of people, if they buy from Amazon or anywhere, Best Buy, wherever, so maybe they will buy this model. So let's say if they're using this TP-Link WR 1043N. Okay, so you can just download the firmware. So you just like go to the firmware and then download it. So it will be a zip file. Okay, you just copy the link. You can I already download it. Let's say right now, right here. Okay, so I create a new folder, and actually I'm not go through like some basic. Let's say if you need to create the user and then change the chmon, ch on like all this, like just assume you know it how to do that. And if you no idea, just like quickly show you. So ch chmod. So this one is changing the file permission. So if I want to giving permission, so I giving like 765 is recursive, and I'm the like CS. I think I have some typo right here. CS. Okay. So for 65 like this, okay, then I change the permission. So like this, okay, and okay, I need to get the password. Let me get okay. Okay, so of course, like another one, switch on, you change the ownership. Okay, and I just give myself. So recurse, okay, is the owner good, okay, and then the directory, but I just like have just like quickly, so I didn't go deep inside. So right here you see all the folders under this like owner is my account, and then for the good. Okay, so also right here I also git clone the file, so you can compare like the firm worker, okay, or another one, so you can install it. So it's under the me right here. So this one we're going to use. Okay, so like you can search it on GitHub, and then also they have some like videos like posted on YouTube. So you are feel free to like watch it. It's giving you some example to list it. Okay, and just like letting you know there's some possible like extra, or when we mount the firmware system, when we were interested some location. So maybe under like etc, okay, maybe they will share the passwords, we say SSL. Okay, some for older version, maybe we can go to the they have the user bin, okay, or under some directory we can able to looking for them password, okay, maybe a password bak, okay, so it's a backup. So we can find all these maybe interesting, maybe free juicy content, okay, from this. Okay, okay, so let's go back to the steps. Okay, in this part I just assume you already installed the beanwalk. Okay, also I'm trying to decode the firm worker, okay, right here. And what it needs to do right here, just like showing, I just download the latest one, the new firmware. Of course, like if you want to test it, like this one, because online there are like even videos showing how to do that, and then using the example. So that's why I'm not using the given example. Okay, but of course you feel free, and recommend you to do it. So if you want to take a look at looking for some password, but like since all the manufacturer, so when they produce the firmware, they will know all those vulnerability, right? So they try to fix it. Okay, so they want to reduce the risk. So maybe it's like increase the difficulty to looking for some like default password SSL. Okay, so right here you may just need to just follow the steps. Okay, try to get some information, and of course you may be testing with the default one, so you may get some information. But if we are testing the latest one, probably we cannot get what we need, but try to look into it. Okay, so what kind of change they modify, so we can compare. Okay, and we can use the you can use the unzip. Okay, after you download the zip file, so I'm using the wget. Okay, so passing the queue. Okay, so getting the value. So this one is the TP-Link zip file. So I just like copy the way get the when I download, I copy the link address. Okay, so pretty easy, straightforward. Okay, and then after you download the file, you will obtain the zip file. Okay, so I can show you the I do have a zip file right here. Okay, and you can feel free, you can use unzip or 7-zip. So I also install the apt install the 7-zip. So you can use the 7-zip if you like it. Okay, you want to install 7-zip. Okay, and then just I use the deal. The deal is okay, and you can use the full. Okay, and then the full. There's one is for the raw files. Okay, so because this one is just a zip file, so it's okay. I just install the default one, and after you install it, so you can just using the command line to do 7-zip extract the file. Okay, so after you extract it, you will obtain the folder. So it's the TL right here. So you have the folder directory. So it contains a PDF files, okay, and then like PDF files and with the bin. So this bin, if you try to upgrade your router or some other device firmware, you know, like they have called the binary file, right? So it's a bin. So the bin file. So this one is the format. But if you want to look at it, if you list like of course you need to change the SSI. It will be easier for you, okay, to for you to access all these files. Okay, or execute some command. And what should we do next step? Because like we have the bin file, but this binary file we have no way to check it, right? So we need to use, as I say. So right here, if we need to extract it, so you can use the bin walk. Okay, so this bin walk can help us to change it to extract file. So you can show you apart from like showing some like file signatures that you're passing right here. So you can validate it. So you can use this little bin. Okay, so bin walk. Okay, and then let's say if I want to check the signature of this file. Okay, so here's the signature and tells like you, okay, so what's the okay, decimal number, hex and description, like output version string. Okay, and then our C32 tables and so far so on. So all this information right here. Because I already extracted, so I already if you execute the command like E, then you can extract the file. Okay, and right here there's lots of instruction, give you some hints and example, so you may use. Okay, and let's go back, switch back. Okay, so after you extract it, so you will obtain a folder. So it's called the bin.extract. So let's change the directory, okay, to bin extract. So right here, and you will see there's a lots of subfolders. Okay, subfolders right here, and which one we are interested about will be the SQ right here, SQL root right here. So this one will be the folder we are interested about. Okay, so we look at here, and if you look at this like folder, like inside including the bin binary dev etc. Okay, all this like all the information, and so we are able to obtain all this content. Okay, so you see the structure is pretty similar, like firmware, or like if look at some Android structure, like Android system. Okay, and if you're like some of student taking the digital forensic, I give you some examples, like especially like given Android, you see the structure, so they're all like really similar. Or sometimes if you know some device like tablet, and then you insert your micro SD, and you set up like it's optional like storage, like this second storage. So after you pull up the SIM card and then look at it, and you will see, so they have all these folders. Okay, and just like, and for continuous, okay, so we will use the firm work. So after we download from the Git, okay, right here, so we can execute it and passing the root file system, and then we can output the files as a T file. Okay, so so how we're going to do? So right here, let's say I go back. Okay, one more layer, and since I already downloaded it, so let's change the worker right here. Okay, so you after you download it, so after you click console, will be the structure will be like this. So we have the framework like .sh. So this one will help us to grab it. And what do we need to do? Just like okay, sh file, and because I already extract the file, so right here the directory is pretty long. Okay, I need to go back, and then under the TL distributing file, the folder, and then firmware we extract the one, and then the file, and I will just like output to the parent folder, output as a TP-Link text. Okay, right here. Okay, because I think I have an existed file, so it doesn't work. Okay, so after you output it, so you can either using cat, like check it later, or you can like search it and just like grab something if you know like we have the grab something by the regular expression, like if you use some command lines like used to like get the information. But right here we just like quickly scan go through all some contents and for some directory. If you're interested, then I think maybe something maybe looking pretty good, like we help us. So let's say we have the password. Okay, we have been logged in sh. So maybe let's change the directory. Okay, so let's change the directory. I already have extracted one, and then would. Okay, so I would like to go to bin. Okay, and then change the directory right here. And let's see, we have the login sh. So maybe I was using cat. Okay, login sh. So we're looking something right here. Okay, so of course you know the sh is just it's a shell script, so it's not really contain any content. But sometimes like do they have any way to like bypass how they validate? Okay, and if you remember, we have the etc under the shadow, so we maybe like want to looking for those content under it, and maybe we have some like key, okay, private key. So if you remember that our TLS SSL, okay, so here's some like open SSL for cert. So that means like we can like copy the those shell like for decrypting, if you especially the private key right here. So if you remember in cybersecurity, we talk about the public and private key pair like asymmetric. So the sender using the public key to encrypt, right, encipher the message, and then we use the private key to decipher it. So that means if we steal the private key, then we can use it to decipher the message. And then one more something like this, maybe something BC box. BC box is like being BC box is one of the maybe it's the folder. I think it's pretty interesting. Okay, or we can go to, let's say, for admin, and let's switch to this one. Also like another password login BC box. So then I think it's pretty good. Then let's switch the directory to BC box. Okay, let me move slightly upper right here. Okay, so in, and then let's show the current directory. So right now we are under the screen we've been right here. Okay, so let's see if we are able to find the BC board. This is show up right here. Because so far I quickly scanned, but I didn't see anything in this part. Then let's check. Okay, and maybe sometimes like under etc. Okay, etc. And let's list right here. Okay, maybe looking for some possible like modules or like password. So right here, let's see. Okay, so sometimes under the config, etc config right here, or like maybe the library system and for the password. Okay, and for the password, sometimes they will save the account. So under the user bin, and then they have the job boss local and admin account. Okay, so I want to see this one. Okay, so let's change the directory to user. Okay. It seems it doesn't exist in this part. So maybe some of them are hidden, and then let's see. They also this one actually they have one is under called the password. Okay, and but right now I didn't where I have several versions, so you can test it, and some of them they contain the password, but right now I cannot really see it in this okay. And here login message time server right here. Okay, let's try again. Okay, I right now I need to change it to the Savi CSCI and then week 12. Okay, so here's the issue because I think I changed the directory incorrectly. Okay, so cd, let me change it to the bin extract file, then to the boot. Okay, and okay, should be right here, and we have the cd bin. Okay, and if you are able, okay, we have the BC box. Okay, so it's right here, BC box. Okay, so in the BC box, you see the structure, it doesn't look like, so we have to like scan and then search for some content. Okay, maybe sometimes we can use the grab it and then using the regular expression or looking for some content, like maybe possible if you see the fund admin or some content. Okay, looks like maybe truly like maybe some user information, so we can search it. And then let's go back to the list, and this list, it contains more I want to see find maybe the right here for the password. Let's go back to password. Okay, maybe I want to get this one. Okay, it under the library. Okay, but before that, I want to check one more. Let's say if I want to see the open SSL or the system new right here, and if you remember, we have the we talk about maybe the etc. Okay, so etc, sometimes we have the go back. Okay, and then we change to etc. Okay, and when we sometimes say let's say if we have the looking for some profiles or some interested location, we can try to find maybe that firewall what the users, okay, the job BS, and then the password right here. Sometimes they have a backup, but for this password, it only showing the account, but we can test it. So if you try to cat, we have the root, okay, under the bin right here, and then FTP network. account, nobody admin. Okay, so we have the admin account, and then under like being fault. Okay, and then for the guest. Okay, so right here will be the possible account, and if you are able to get like maybe older version, they have called the password bank. That means they for kind of like they will store the hash password, so we can search for them. And here will be like all the directory we may be thinking like interested, and we can search for them. Okay, kind of like letting you know. So we need to know like in the systems when we're doing the searching, then there's something it would be helpful, like we inspect the firmware and looking for what the potential, like what's the risk, okay, or like if you save the password, or like you save your key, because you know like all structures will be the same, like architecture, we always saving the their certificate, like for their if we are using public private key, so we should store the private key in the server, or like if you're using the digital certificate, if you know the SSL, TLS, SSL, so all those certificates we store on the server, so or on this like firmware. So even we emphasize, okay, try to enhance your security, you install it, but we do have some way to like extract your firmware and then to get the password, or like try for this step, we of course just like for looking for the vulnerability only, but of course we are not like teaching really how to break into the system, like how to really like decrypt the content. But actually for nowadays, when we look at all this firmware, they already increase lots of the their security. Okay, and also sometimes when they try to match their password rate by default, or they request you when you log in, they're not asking by default, but they ask you to create a new password. So that's why maybe they are not saving password anymore. But if you are able to like make a copy, or you can clone the firmware out and then scan one more time, then also is possible. So you are feel free to test all those that exist smart things, like all the devices, no matter it's like camera, router, okay, or like some smart device like thermostat, so anything. So we all of them they contain firmware, okay, so we can scan for it. And so far just like went through all this part. So if you have time, spare time, you can like do this part, okay. So I just put it in the lab, but remember, so I already shared the link, so will be what you need to do, just like more like exercise, okay. So you can do it and follow some steps and make the screenshot and show me, okay, you get the result and give me some discussion, answer the question, and then that's it, okay. And hopefully, because I know maybe you will be busy about your project, so that's why this one will be your last assignment, and after this just submit your project, and later just like prepare for the final exam, and that's it. Thank you so much.